Okay, RM Winter 2019. This is an old sketchbook. My favorite sketchbook to use. If you're doing drawings in your sketchbook, I recommend bone study. Fill as much as you can, at least half a book. If you're doing some storyboarding, you can just draw straight from film, whatever TV show you're working on. Do a couple quick exercises. Cartoons is good to have. Bone studies. More bone studies. Bone studies. I did quite a lot of aerial. Also bone studies. It's an old sketchbook. I go back into it now and then to fill up empty pages. I got into a little bit of a samurai drawing for illustration. Animation was a big part of my studies. Even though I never did the program, I ended up doing fine art. But still, animation is a big part of my drawing development. Illustration too, because it's pretty close. Some work for my portfolio, old stuff, some Japanese studies, I guess. Figure studies. Wherever you think of it, just put it into your sketchbook. Oh, car is pretty nice. Where's Waldo? Ink brush. Quite a bit of ink brush studies then. I did not get into copics because it was very expensive for me. Something I still want to learn it, but copics are really expensive. They're at least like $10 for one marker. I think over time I might want to also invest into a copic study, but this is more ink brush stuff. It's not a watercolor book, so I don't have any watercolor in here. But watercolor will be very good for illustration. So I think this is animation, but it could also be illustration. So it's either way. Just depends on the person in the program, what their interest is. If it's more people, more background, really depends on the person. This could be illustration, could be animation, comics, sodi, cartoons. This is an old sketchbook. So I would love to get into some copic stuff maybe at some point. To buy like a set of copics, you need at least $150. So it's pretty expensive process. So like having like OSAP, you can buy this stuff a little bit quicker. Flour sack, comics, bone study. This whole sketchbook, because I remember this. horror, I guess. People, good to draw people, good to draw cartoon. Real people, cartoons. I guess I went back, not live to life, not too much. Pretty quite a bit of comics in here, pretty good. Pretty good. The pin-up stuff. A little bit of color. Not a whole lot in this book. Mostly ink and brush work. Sheridan, they do like line work like this as well as ink and brush. And color, if you could get into color. If you could get into watercolor paper, then that'd be good. I need a good budget for that. But like if you're a student and you're trying to get into it from first year, I would like to see people get into it from first year without taking a course that you don't really want. So you have to really brush up on your bone structure, brush up on your architecture, perspective, your people, your cartoons, whatever else you could think of, you have to really brush up on it. So I suggest buying a sketchbook and work on it, because this way you can get your progress going. And if you ask for a sketchbook, you'll have what I prefer, solid binding instead of the rings. Rings, they tend to tear more easily. Like whatever is in here, I would like to have Copic in here. I don't have OSAP anymore. That's very, you have to pay that back anyway. But that would help you get your supplies a bit quicker. I could even glue stuff into it, from what I could tell. So we have a digital, you can glue digital in, I don't know. Now everything's digital. So mostly people submit digital, but it's good to have old stuff too. Still want to make sure we could do in the program. So it's 4 years, but this is my sketchbook that I prefer to use for student work. Alright, thanks for watching. I guess this is a sketchbook look back. Sketchbook tour. Thanks for watching. March 2018 winter. Alright.